Alright, Tuffy. Say hello. Hello. So, you excited? Yeah? Yeah, that's good. It's good. Yeah, it was all unexpected. Came back from Greece, Germany, and then on Saturday, and then I received a phone call on Tuesday, and they said, "Oh, we'd love to have you," and we're here. It's exciting, right? I bet you're tired. Yeah, me too. So, yeah, it's been a while. Last time I went on a retreat, the last time I could recall going to places like this, at least here in California, was Astro Camp back in 2011. Very beautiful, but I know we like the first trip people to go, first class to go, so we weren't able to do all the fun stuff like zip lining or bungee jump or whatever they did. And it was cold too. It was like in the middle of February. Then can you say Catalina? I don't remember them having as much pine trees and stuff. If anything, we did a lot of cutting down trees and stuff. I'm like, we doing y'all work. Can't say that for Channel Islands. Those are like its own little separate categories. But Astro Camp is one. Yosemite, definitely. I really want to go back to Yosemite. Yosemite is one of my most favorite places. It's so serene, pristine. I can say a lot of places like in Big Bear. Yeah, Big Bear is one of them. In areas near Big Bear. So I went to a choir retreat back in 2017. And then the year after, it was on the way to Big Bear. Or maybe not too far from there, maybe like another 15 something minute drive. It was, I forget the name of it, but that's where we had our little Camp Matador retreat at T-Sun. I don't regret going, but I was out of it. Honestly, every time I tried speaking, they would either want to let me speak or they would speak over me. I would try to say something, someone ends up butting in and saying something. So, I mean, people always assume I was quiet, but I'm actually not a quiet person. Oftentimes, I'm usually the one to initiate a conversation or to keep the conversation going. So, for them to call me quiet, there was a lot of interrupting. So I just gave up a good chunk of the trip. So yeah, that's why they assume me as being quiet. But I would have to say that was a prophecy, or that was foreshadowing my experience at CSUN. I wasn't like the most quiet of people, but it's just, I don't know. Here at this orientation, at least they try to give everyone a chance to speak. And I'm not saying that they didn't give me any chances, but 2018 I did have a couple experiences like that. One in AXO and then one now. No, not now. One in AXO and then one a couple months later. So they are doing good. They're doing good here. Letting people speak. Loud people, stand back or step back or step down, whatever. I think loud people step down, quiet people step up or step forward. I think that's a good, because a lot of folks just end up just not speaking at all because, yeah, I try not to. I mean, I'm working on my skills on, not just letting other people speak, but yeah. Anyways, that was my last retreat. That was in 2018. I don't even know if you can call that a retreat, but this is a retreat, orientation retreat for AmeriCorps, specifically AmeriCorps, California, specifically Bay Area Community Research, well, specifically um, California Climate Action Corps, and specifically working with Bay Area Community Resources and a lot of other public and nonprofit organizations across the state. It's fun. I'm glad I came, but I heard last year they did have a retreat. Um, and I mean, it was in the city. Just saying, I am a city girl. I love nature, and I'm really glad we have service here. But, if I wanted to go and buy snacks or buy a pizza or something from a nearby store, I want to be able to have the opportunities to do that. And obviously, you can't do that here. Like, the food here is good, but it's not the best. I'm just gonna be honest. Uh, yeah, they're putting effort, so I'll give them props. But just being honest, I like having the diversity. Within the same day. I mean, they had diversity here. And the first day was like pasta, bread, and veggies, and then on the second, um, and then we have regular breakfast. Then we have like hot dogs and other veggies, and then for dinner I don't even remember dinner. It was like tofu, veggie tofu. They have vegan and vegetarian options. And then for lunch, I think it was supposed to be Mexican food, but for some reason I had curry, like coconut curry tofu, which is that's not very Mexican. Um, so yeah, that's kind of like an Indian Mexican food mix, and I was worried about the beet stain in my shirt that they told us to wear for today and tomorrow, but it turns out no, my shirt wasn't the thing I had to worry about, but rather my other thing. I mean, this video is very long. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to probably upload it and delete it afterwards. But yeah. What else? Yeah. Went a little rant there, but bottom line is you can find other places. If you're in the city, you can get any meal you want, pretty much. Especially in a big city. If I wanted to get Vietnamese food, Thai food, West African food, East African food, like Ethiopian food, Japanese food, Chinese food. If I didn't say Indian food already, Indian food, obviously Mexican food, Salvadorian food, Jamaican food. And these are just, common things you can find in Los Angeles. I'm sure there's a lot that I'm missing. But those are just the ones that I've been to, either recently or within like the past year or so. So, bottom line is, if I want to get any type of food, I could just go and get it. Unfortunately, though, like Trinidadian food, like at least a good kind of Trinidadian food is harder to find in LA. Oftentimes you have to have our roti and stuff shipped, or maybe we go somewhere, we find someone who makes it. Maybe they don't make it often. Yeah, that's a bummer, but the nice about staying is Indian food, so I'm not complaining too much. I just miss the roti though. Anyways, yeah, one more thing. I love Yosemite. I know I said that before. I'm gonna say it again. I truly love Yosemite. Yosemite is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And what I like about Yosemite is that there are options. I mean, they opened up a Starbucks, which a lot of people weren't very happy about. But I don't know. At first, I was skeptical, but then I went. I'm like, what? It's in a small place, so I guess it's not like affecting anyone. No, probably, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I only went one time since 2018, twice since 2014, which is coming up. Nearly 10 years. I really want to go back if I had the choice. And maybe I can convince my family that we can go to a national park over Thanksgiving. I don't know how many stores are going to be closed though, but maybe, I don't know. Bottom line is, I really, really love Yosemite. I fell in love with it the first day, and like when I was there, like wow, the Half Dome, El Capitan, Yosemite Falls. Um, you're just surrounded by beautiful wildlife and the river that flows through. We went both times. They didn't have as much snow, but it did have some ice. It was cold weather. What did annoy me is that they kept, when the first time I went, they were stressing, saying you can't bring this, you can't bring that, you can't bring your phone, you can't bring your. They said don't wear any cotton, only wear wool, wear this, and the funny thing is, it wasn't even snowing there. There was no like falling snow. It was cold. Makes sense. It was winter time, but there was no like. It was freezing cold where I was. It was snowing in New York, I think Pittsburgh, but definitely Ohio. Like we were walking in when it was basically a blizzard. It was like a snowstorm. We had to hover over snow, struggling through the snow. And I wore cotton, and I was fine. I mean, I didn't wear the best shoes, but I had like the little like UGG like high heel shoes. Um, yeah. And then I didn't bring my camera because they kept saying, "Oh, well, you can't bring your camera, you can't bring this, you can't bring that, da 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 da." Da. And it was so beautiful. I wanted to take pictures, but I didn't bring my camera because they said, "Oh, well, they kept saying no, 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 no," and then they said yes once, and then I realized I didn't bring my camera, and I started crying because I'm like, "Wow, this is such a beautiful opportunity to take photos and stuff." And yeah, so I did buy a Kodak camera. Wasn't able to develop the pictures because I lost it. Sob. Just show what's going on. I went back again, and of course I took a lot more pictures. But this time around, when we took the bus, we took public transit. We took Amtrak. We took maybe I should just do a YouTube live stream. That would have been better because I still have to upload this. It's okay. I'm already 13 minutes in. Yeah. Yeah. What time is it actually? Okay, we got 10 more minutes, so I'm gonna talk a little bit more, and then I'm gonna head out. But anyways, what did I do? I went to Yosemite. Yeah. Second time I went, it was great. We only went for like one day. It was like a day and a half. We left around 1 a.m. in the morning. To go all the way up to Merced. We took the San Joaquin Valley line, so we took the bus to go to the Grapevine, and then I think we got off at Fresno, if I'm not mistaken. It was either Bakersfield or Fresno. We got off. We took the train from either Bakersfield, most likely Bakersfield, all the way up to Merced, and then we took the bus. It was like $20 for each person. That includes the entry ticket to get in of the national park. Stayed in one of those cabins. Pretty much, it was an upgrade. We stayed in an actual wooden cabin, but it didn't have a bathroom, so it was scary to use the bathroom at night. Which also another fun story. When I was 14 and went on a trip to Yosemite, I wasn't able to use the bathroom without going with a partner, and it sucked because in the middle of the night I really had to pee, and the partner who I was supposed to go with, she didn't want to wake up, so yeah. So it was not pleasant at all. I probably should have just went, but yeah, I didn't want to get in trouble. I was a good kid. Or at least so I thought. But yeah, now I'm here. Oh yeah, no, yeah. But when I went again, it was four people. Yeah, it was me and three other people. And we went for a day. It was 200 for the cabin, maybe plus tax and stuff, taxes and fees. It was Christmas Eve, so we went on the 23rd. We left on the 24th, so we came early, so we had to store our bags in like some lockers. And then when we did our activities, we hiked up we went to Yosemite Falls, got as close to the water as possible. And then we came back, checked in, and we grabbed dinner. We played in the snow for a bit. I think in between the time that we arrived, and we got pizza for lunch. That was cute. And then we came back, got dinner. Oh, we got dinner at one place. I hated it. It was gross. I think it was late, so they didn't have like a lot of options open. But it was horrible. It's probably like one of the worst things I've ordered. One of the worst renditions of tofu I had. But then, next day we went to another place. That's where they had the Starbucks. And yeah, then they had a Beyond Burger. At the time, that was still like a new thing. I think Beyond Meat really started to come into the scene in like 2017 and 18. So I was really, really excited to see that they have Beyond Meat. Because it's like, it's better than beans, or rice patties and stuff. I know it's not necessarily healthy, but yeah. And then the next day, we got up a little early. We got breakfast. We checked out, put our stuff in storage, like one of the lockers, and then we went up to the mountain to go. We wanted to go sledding, but there wasn't enough snow. They can't use snow machines there, for some reason. So we went cross country skiing for maybe like 10, 20, like between 30 minutes at the most. Maybe 45, but no more than that, because we had to be on the bus that goes back down to the village. Otherwise, it'd just be too late. Because I really had to do some logistics. Really had to do some planning to figure out, okay, how the heck can you get from Yosemite to the Bay Area, or LA to Yosemite. Luckily I saw a website, but we really had to be punctual on time, and yeah, made it work. But I didn't want to go to the gift shop. They're like, nah, I want to go to the little cabin. Honestly, I should have went alone, but it won't be my last time going to Yosemite because I really like it that much. But yeah, we went to, I think, a gift shop once. Afterwards, I can't remember if we ate. We probably ate after we came back from the village. Like, we ate. I think I got some souvenirs from there or still nearby. Then I went back. Yeah, we went back, hung out for a bit. Then we got on the bus, and then the bus got in the train. And we went to San Francisco. So it was a nice trip. It was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful trip. At least that segment, it went well. But I hope to not be cursed. And this is random, but it seems like every time I'm trying to leave the Bay Area, which is only went twice, always something that happens where we end up arriving late. I'm like, come on, y'all, come on. But we made it both times, so I'm happy about that. But yeah. Anyways, and now, I'm here. Maybe I'll reflect on this experience when I go back home. But for now, I am going to have to end the video, upload it, and then delete it from my phone because I am running very low on memory. Alright, Tuffy, like the story? Alright, he says goodbye. See you next time on my little rant. Peace.